enables the Leshrac as well. We've got a frontliner in both the Sven as well as the Doom to create a lot of space. The Warcry is going to help. But it's a Wisp still, and you gave it to Team Secret. It's scary, man.
It's Chen BI, the great battle. Which one's more broken?
We're going to let these team up. Who's going to win this?
Has their own strengths.
Yeah, for sure. It's another really complicated. Neutralize the Wisp Gyro's ability to play around the map as 2. However, that's where this Undying comes in. Second game in a row, Puppey picks this up. It is the best team fighter before 20 minutes. You get a high ground tombstone. Chen can't even use the creeps anymore, even after that move speed buff. They're going to constantly be zombie slowed.
And they're working with multiple things they can put in top of this team fight.
Yeah.
Like we've seen the power of Mars, but we've also seen heroes like Storm Spirit go against him, heroes that are able to naturally get outside of the arena of blood. This doesn't feel the same. This is heroes that have to stand and fight in the arena, but they have the strength to do so.
It's funny because I feel like in this game, it's almost a repeat of the last one, where Secret, they have the last pick, they have a Lesh already. They last pick Storm and put the Lesh on the off lane.
Is that a no anime flag as well?
I believe it is. So, EG, they're giving Sumail Lesh, no matter what. The matchup isn't ideal, but you should beat the Ember. It's just as the game continues, where Ember starts to punish. But to win this from EG, they need their towers. They need Sumail to be able to activate himself, get around the map, and top line early to neutralize the global mobility of the Wisp lineup. But no matter what, it's
the great matchups to have. We'll end up actually having that in the lane because it will be the Doombringer versus Mars on that off lane, which makes for an entertaining bottom lane. It is aggro tri-lane versus defensive tri-lane. And Puppey, as an Undying, he'll love this.
exactly.
Already got himself a double decay, and how long can he keep this level of pressure up? In fact, Crit, he's having trouble getting out of the trees. Puppey was body blocking him multiple times. He'll go for another decay. Crit doesn't have a lot of life to work with. Rocket Brush is back off cooldown, so Stormbolt from Martini. He had to be used to create a little bit more space. But Puppey, they'll keep the pressure up. He's got a lot of life. Crit forced to use the Stroke of Fate just to slow down Secret. No more dive, no more kill.
They're going to need Chen level 2 and a creep if they want to contest this lane. They're going to get out regen, out harass, just thanks to dying Wisp combination. But looking for the pull is Secret. Oh, they get both archers. That's so big. They're able to get the denies here. That's a mega big advantage. It's a tri-lane. If you can get level 2 first.
Each is going to come down for these. Well, Yapso's already denied the first one. When they get both of them, they're out trying to hold the wave back. Able to actually hit 2 with the Stroke of Fate. Sure and Yapso, but because we have to remember, this is Io. You hit 2, great. You'll just regen it.
So far, though, Sumail's doing well in the mid lane, 10-3 against 6-0. Not really much going, though. You won't see any kills there. We're on this tri-lane.
Yeah, it's not like the last game where you say, hey, everyone's going to be really low because everyone's got Psy Blades or some other level of engage. And even top lane, Xayah and S4 have abilities to disengage. Be it through the spear reposition or the Scorched Earth. So Puppey will get himself a double damage rune instead. Ooh. Okay, you said there's going to be no kills in mid lane. Mid one. Force back, but he'll salve up.
Sumail already off to a good start. I like what they're doing bottom. Secret, they wanted to push the lane, get level first. They have DD on Puppey now. You can just see the strength of this Undying. Wisp Gyro, weak laners, but when you add this Undying, 71 base damage in the decay spam, Very difficult test.
Actually allows them to get some real damage in.
Fly wants to take 3 guys.
The CS has been terrible. Like Artesians have been having to use the Storm Hammer to get some last hits. It's 8-4 to the 7-2. Obviously, with the amount of pressure being applied by both supports, this is probably going to be one of the first games where Sven is not off to a good start when it comes to CS.
I'll be honest, if I'm EG, I'm okay with this. The tri-lane meta, that made the mid players far more important because they get over-leveled in comparison to the game. And EG, they love when Sumel's on this flesh rack, as the panel said, undefeated when he's on this hero. He's having a free laning phase thus far, doubling up mid 1 CS.
He's really hurt mid 1 hard. Obviously, mid 1's got a flank to potentially protect himself, but if Sumel connects on that split earth, at least mid 1's got an extra salve that's just flowing out, so he can get a little bit more life back once he takes the hit, but
that might have been a kill there if that stun had landed. You can see Sumel, he's just continuously funneling out mangoes to himself. You take that early CS, you get nulls, mangoes, you can spam spells, play aggressive on the Ember, force him to buy his own regen. Again, keeping a bottom lane, still just trading. Very difficult against the Chen. The Chen versus the Undying, they're both lane stabilizers. Difficult to find kills, both lanes more harass heavy.
But you do have that second level over on the Chen. Do we need to see Fly move off? Like Crit's moving for the 4-minute bottom rune, which will be an arcane.
Both teams doing a great job. You want to control the runes away from the Wisps lineup, and if you are the Chen, well, rather the Wisp, you want to block this hard camp, which he's now done. No creeps to play with or Fly, but he can't really rotate out to the jungle either.
Poppy wrapping around the back, looking for the body block over an RTZ, gonna trigger the Will-O-Wisp cry and turn around into Nisha and Yapsor. And now Nisha, well, he's looking for his own form of harassment in with the flat cannon. Stroke of Fate will connect the Stormbolt only onto Nisha. And Yapsor will have no issue keeping him alive. In fact, he has the last chances, the flat cannon bouncing out. But who's the real target? Everyone's kind of hitting everyone, but no one's dying.
Yeah, and you have a big advantage when these trade wars come down because of that Chen aura. Divine Favor was changed. You get 2 regen per second on every player now and +8 attack. So they're trading more efficiently. Spawning in just a moment. Once again, Secret will block the hard camp.
They're trying to battle for it, but Puppy doesn't have enough life to do it. So already EG gonna clear the runes. S4's already claimed 1 up on top.
Now, so farmable already. That bottom, pick up the bounty. He might even look to get aggressive, but there's no vision from Secret. He's gonna wrap
Stroke
around.
of Fate connects into Nisha. Remember, Yapsor's got the extra life. 10-6 charges available. They try to damage into Arteezy. The stuns of keeping Puppy back up, but Arteezy so low. The balls are slapping him. Yapsor will get the kill, but Sumel, he'll get the wrap up. That's 1, that's 2. Looking for the 3rd. Yapsor tethers down 21 HP. He's got the distance, but Crit's got the stroke. But he won't paint the canvas.
And the bottle refill for Sumel as well. Along with the extra charge. Now he gets the TP mid. Mid 1 also cycling back, but very efficient movement there from Sumel. Top net worth, 1,000 above mid 1 already. This is what you look. You're happy with this if you're EG. Your 3 cores are all top net worth at the moment. Bottom lane just gets more and more difficult for Secret. As this lane progresses, finally you're going to have a creep up on Fly in just a moment.
Kind of actually then brings your attention towards the other lanes. Like what happens now with Mars? It's level 6, Doom's hit level 6 as well, so you're going to have these big abilities which we've seen from many teams just capitalizing the momentum shift.
But look at S4, he picked up the mana burn, so he's just keeping Zai unable to cast spells. He went for the Morbid Mask first. We've seen this before as a way to sustain in lane, but with no mana, you can't get that Rebuke off, actually Lifesteal off the wave. He needs to get that Soul Ring out off the Courier ASAP.
With stick. Plus everything's so slow in levels too. This IO forced to remain in a tri-lane. The level 6, that global ability that comes in from the IO will take a lot longer to come on board.
And that's just playing into EG's hands regarding the Leshrac. So much damage. You talk about heroes that turn levels into DPS. Lesh is the king of this meta. As soon as he's level 9, max stun, couple points in your edict, you don't just find kills, but you're also able to threaten towers. Mid 1, you can apply pressure. You can't get the objectives.
It's so hard for mid 1 to actually gank the bottom lane. It's just this one little hellbear controlled by Fly that's watching the side. He's not letting anyone get close enough, not without them knowing. And that's a lot of time being wasted by mid 1 out of the mid lane.
It's really cool. He's just got that little hellbear. It's a living ward, but it also represents 10% magic resist to his team. And if you look at this bottom lane, that's all the damage Secret's got. They don't really have that right-click power.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Definitely problematic to say the least. Team Secret, but hey, when you think they're in a bad position, they then turn it around. But EG, they're a fan. They want to make sure this isn't a 3-0. This is a good way to start. Mid one a little bit deep. He's going to use the Spirit to jump away. Sumail knew it was going to happen, but he's okay with it. But another Spirit while bottom. Now his team's turn to get aggressive. Stormbolt flies forward, setting up Nisha, combining with the stroke, just slowing him down. But they go for more. There's no Storm Hammer available. Arteezy doesn't have high amount of damage, but now with Sumail arriving, they brought him in. They'll have the damage to get through both Puppy's tombstone, as well as Puppy himself.
Well, as I was about to say, no, Sumail has no TP here. I'm sure he'd go bot with the haste, and I forgot. Chen just brings him in. You talk about global movement. This could just be the answer to the Secret Wisp. Sumail's going to be playing side all game, the 1-4, while Secret 3-2, and he's still going in.
Pulse Nova up. They already get the stun over on YapzOr. Nisha low on life. YapzOr trying to play from the tree lines, but he can't give any more regeneration. But the wall is up. We're in the Blood Bowl, and with the damage, Nisha from inside the trees. EG too deep, too deep. Team Secret show their sustain. They show that AoE control. I begged the question 2 minutes ago. What's the effect we're going to see from Zai? I got my answer.
Just too deep, as you said. Sumail have the health to make that dive. Really, it was the mana. He couldn't even keep his edict going. Wasn't able to cast his lightning either. There's no rather, and it just that's what they need. If you're Secret, you're waiting for EG to overstep. Mars isn't able to make that play aggressively, but he's amazing at teleporting into a structure, dropping down the arena.
This whole battle is meant to be just be one of positioning, right? You got Ember Spirit who can jump across the map. He's going to be so great global. Same with the Io, and Chen just enables everyone from EG.
If they have a ward, they see all three of Secret's heroes. I think they might just plant S4 down here and allow Arteezy to try and accelerate around the map.
Looking for a solo kill over on Crit. Sumail's going to move over. Searing Chains is already up, but the silence, he's in trouble. Arteezy lands the extra. You cannot jump away.
Nice kill.
And now they go for more. S4. He's got the War Stomp sitting inside of him, chasing up after Puppy. Puppy does have Tombstone as well, so 6 charges. Tries to get back out of the town with the help of YapzOr. He's able to do so.
They're just controlling the runes top. Oh, nice spear from Zai. He'll ensure he gets the bounty right under Sumail's nose.
That's problematic for Sumail as well. He wanted the bottle charges. Illusion rune.
Looks like that.
So it's not as bad.
I really like what EG's done here, though. They placed a bunch of aggressive wards, and then they moved this over-leveled Doom down bottom. One of the dangers of playing this Gyro and Tri-Lane is you don't have levels. It's a level 9 versus a level 5. You actually can't touch this S4 Doom. He's got 1500 HP. It's not possible. So you're going to be forced to rotate into the jungle, which is still relatively inefficient because you're so underleveled. And Sumail moves towards the top lane.
Yep. And he'll work with Crit. Try and just push away Zai's aggressive nature up here.
Yeah, it's really just a great rotation because S4 Doom being bottom, he forces all of Secret out of the lane, and then they have wards to protect him. They're teleporting Sven towards the mid lane now. They'll be playing with Fly, who's already level 6 with 2 creeps, thanks to the Tome, of course, about to hit 7.
That's nice for him, but showing themselves. It's Nisha and YapzOr can feel a lot more confident on bottom lane. Yes, S4 is down here, but they still have a decent amount of harassment just to force S4 out. And look, Puppy and Zai want to do a little bit more than just force him out. Smoke up from the mid lane, and they are heading towards the bottom lane at the moment. And Fly and Crit will do the same thing. They got Sada as well as Centaur for this fight.
They're just going to let Artur farm. They want to make plays. Grimstroke is level 6. They have the Doom available. If EG can get their spells off,
they break
Secret engage.
They break each other's smokes. S4 took a second to respond, but the Arena of Blood's already down. S4 pinned up against the wall, combining with all the call down damage, and needs to in close. YapzOr will take the kill, even as an IO just to get it, but it's YapzOr.
That could have been so good. He had S4 just juked a bit better. He's trying to bait. Unfortunately, Secret make that play 5 to 7 before EG were prepared, so they get a free kill instead of what would have most likely been an EG favored fight.
Interesting position for Crit to be in. He has a Dire Observer ward, so he sees a decent amount. But I'm interested to see what he's really looking to achieve here, apart from a Courier Snipe, because it's coming pretty close to him.
This is really cool. Puppy's not maxing the Tombstone this game. He has 3-point Soul Rip. That's, I imagine, because of the Wisp. Remember, over-healing now transfers to the target you're tethered to. So if he just soul rips Yapzor, whoever is the tethered target, you're going to get healed for like 500. Very easy. And then you look at the way Secret's playing. It's all about turning around the fights. EG are going to be playing faster, aggressive.
Yep.
You need to have that ability to spin these fights like a top and then look to push.
Yeah, we watch Secret sustainably the tier 1 talent. They know what they can get away with and the things that enable it, but they also understand now that Sumail on bottom, they cannot defend the tier 1 tower, so they look for something else in return. Xayah still farming up on top lane. They're trying to get mid 1's pressure into mid. Crit, the stroke of fate's really easily able to get rid of these creep waves, but what's Team Secret do? Do they try and force a fight up on top lane? Are they ready for this now that Yapzor has 6?
It's hard to say. I think it's about when mid 1 feels ready to go. We haven't felt his impact in this game just yet. 0-1-0, but I imagine he'll look to get aggressive soon, and that's the one flaw with Secret's lineup is that they don't have a natural playmaker. They can counter-initiate thanks to Xayah's Mars, but the guy gotta make plays is the Ember, and he needs levels to do so. Xayah up top, though.
He's looking for a spear. He's able to get the arena button up. S4, speed against the wall. Here we go again. No weight on the call down. They want the kill into the tower, and mid 1, he's the bigger problem. Does he ever jump away? Of course he does. Defensive spirit back behind his tier 1 tower.
Really well played.
And they're gonna keep going. Team Secret have a lot of pressure up on top. They still have relocate available. Xayah's taking care of the bottom. But Puppey making the most out of this. I was going to say the deep ward, but I realized he's only got 1 observer ward as he walks underneath the observer and sentry of EG. The chance of, yeah, they already pinged out exactly where that ward is. It won't survive.
Full game thus far. Tough to read both sides. Playing some high quality Dota 2. Jamel with the duels. I think that if you're an EG fan, you've got to be feeling confident. All 3 cores in good positions in the game. And if you think about how fights go down, both these cores of Secret, really all 3, they need to cast their spells for Secret to have any chance of winning engagements. If one Grimstroke Doom comes off, EG will crush a 5-on-3. Yeah, it's just a matter of finding those engagements. In Secret, they play the cat and mouse game better than anybody else in the world, especially when they've got mid 1 on Ember.
Like versatile play away from EG. That's the secret key. 15-minute bounty runes just spawning up right now. S4, well, you see Yapzor, and Yapzor will think twice about it.
He chooses to do so. S4 can purchase that Blink Dagger now. Has the initiation their draft needs. We're still farming up just consistently, taking out everything in this triple camp. Has the Midas, going Echo Saber next. He'll continue to scale. Itemizing more for these early engagements. I imagine that once they get the blink up on Xayah, they'll feel more confident, might look to make their next smoke move. Mid-tower's got to be an objective for both teams.
He actually blink on his opposite. The blink's already arrived now over on S4. So he's got that blink into War Stomp. Comes into the creep wave to fire. Didn't see a quick ping on it, so I don't know if they really noticed to come out to devour.
And look at this, just continuing to help Sumail. He went all the way back to base. Hopefully summons him back into the mid lane. He's been on map effectively the entire game. 126 CS on the Leshrac. Would be the top net worth if not for our tours. Really just great game as well.
He's had free reign of this jungle. Even when Team Secret have seemed to invade, they haven't left anywhere near enough vision, or they can't block up the cans. But EG were already preparing for that type of move from Team Secret. We watched in game 1 where Secret just seemed to have EG's number. And in game 2 is very similar. Xayah in trouble on the bottom, actually going in for that Arena of Blood, trapping in both Crit as well as S4, tries to walk it off into the trees. TP Stroll's available. Crit and S4. S4's got the stun, but they don't see where he went. They down, not up.
Yeah, they saw the last animation of that TP with the courier, so they know he's not in the vicinity any longer. But well done. This is the Secret game. Playing every lane. Mid 1, we haven't felt his impact, but he's about to finish the Maelstrom. He has the Arcane Rune, level 12. Could be a good timing for Secret to make moves. Catapult Wave has spawned. EG, they're ready to rock and roll. Gonna group up around mid lane. Ult popped. Mail smoked.
It's great pressure on both sides, both bottom as well as mid.
And I like this from EG. They're gonna show with 3, but the Grimstroke Doom are not showing. If they get their spells off, this is gonna be a huge win for EG. But Secret, they're aware.
The Chen army just tanks the entire steering chain. S4, there's your jump. He gets the Doom. He found the target he wanted with a follow-up stun. Mid 1 has nowhere to go but down. 46 seconds without buyback available.
top though.
Yeah, they're
Arteezy.
looking for their own revenge, Arteezy, but they can't do it, just Nisha. Arteezy's way too big, and that Blink Dagger has only just arrived towards Mars.
Really well done by EG. They want to try and use this Doom off cooldown. They're so strong right now. Nothing Secret really can do to contest them unless they have a perfect tombstone positioning. You got to be wary of the high ground, specifically the ones that have that ward icon on top of them. You will not be able to kill the tomb, just the Lash really that are capable of
He's in trouble.
wow.
He's right on top of the wall, but he was baiting. He knew it. They're trying to use it to get the Blink Dagger out. And now with the relocate, Sumail, he's trapped inside the Arena of Blood. Defensive heal set will buy a little bit more time, and S4 comes in for his own. Looking for the damage on Zaya as he keeps Nisha stun controlled up. Support is there, but Nisha glimmer caped and walks back, plus the relocate.
Dude, these yaps are glimmer. It's going back all the way to game 1. Not the item you see very often on Wiz or really this
great
early.
catch, mid one. He found Sumail on the top rune. He just Sleight of Fist Searing chained him and then spirited him to death. A solo pickup from mid one, and that's going to just relieve pressure that EG's trying to apply.
That's huge for mid one. That's the one side of Mel's play style. He's very greedy. If it works, he's going to accelerate like crazy. Mid one, as I say it.
Silence, stun, chain is there, and mid one's down. He got busted on the tower. Question be it worth it.
He's just evening it up, you know, recognizing Sumail mistake. He gets the tower, trades his life, both mid players.
Of course, he's such a nice guy, making sure that we have a very, very close series no matter what.
Hey, that's you pushing your limits. And I enjoy mistakes, but I respect and appreciate when core players push their limits, even in a grand final. That's what separates these two guys from the rest of the tournament.
His army needs to keep him away. Poppy actually committed the tombstone for this, trying to use the minions with the homing missile to chase. S4's waiting on the hillside. It's only the undead flying up the hill.
Meanwhile, camping bottom. Has a feeling Arteezy might get a little greedy and come for this lane. They've got relocate up. You can see the Wisp Gyro consistently playing the other side of the map from Zai. TP coming in from mid one towards bottom. He's gonna play with Zai, who is still not shown the trees. Love this from Secret. EG, they might look to get aggressive here. No Blink Dagger, but if they can stun, might overextend.
They would love it if they... One's already feeling it. He's Sleight of Fisted blindly into the trees. So they know someone's around here somewhere.
Yeah,
they Radiant Scale on top of the runes. It is the 20-minute mark. No one's walking close enough to ping it red.
Looks like it'll be a 2 for 2.
It's like it. Interesting to watch the mindset difference. Well, the mid going with the phase boots, just going to do it with the whole walk across the map, where you've still got Leshrac with the open boots of speed, able to get those BTs and be a lot for that faster global pusher.
Looks like a different build for Sumail. We've seen him go for this Sanj Kaya bots rush, but I think with the Chen, they might not think that that item is as already have that global TP capability. So it looks like a Bloodstone will be the item of choice.
Oh, Zai gets the jump, looking after Crit. He'll get the Soulbind in return. Sumail is on the way with the spear, pushing Grimstroke into the wall. And the relocate, the double stun. Sumail, the Yapsor, and the follow-up. They're just perma-stunned. No play. Yapsor and Nisha. Puppy begins his own retreat, but EG stampeding forward. You got a Blink Stomp in 7 seconds time. Puppy trying to get back the tower. The side of hit track out. He has defensively used skewering back, but there's that stop in from S4. He just closed the distance and allowed Arteezy to swing his huge blade to kill off the captain Secret.
Really well played there. That was all Sumail. He recognized the reload. I think that Yapsor expected that there would be no vision. He tried to go into the little crevice in the trees by mid lane, but Sumail saw it and just immediately stuns. They had no reaction time whatsoever. The frame after they arrived, they're stunned. The Sven's there as well, and you can see great awareness. Secret, they're trying to make this play. Same move, initiate Zai, and look to reload in. But like, I don't know how he sees this, but he does, and bang. Perfect timing.
And then the follow-up from Arteezy. All they had stuns going.
A 6K lead for EG. They're already off to a nice start.
That's the reaction. That's the reaction when you do something right.
He probably is upset they didn't get a full team wipe. It was cool how Secret immediately got out of dodge, right? They noticed that this fight lose Puppy, but mid one and Zai doing a great job not committing, ensuring they cut their losses. But EG, you got to be feeling good. You're going to have a BKB on the Sven. I believe that's on Courier. In fact, it is. You are good to go. And what do you do if you're Secret to stop Arteezy? He can walk straight out of the arena now. So much damage. You cannot go toe-to-toe with him as either Nisha or the Ember Spirit, it's very tough for Secret to take fights. They need to keep ratting, push out lanes, buy time, find pickoffs.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. We were talking about like effective net worth on heroes. EG are making every single dollar they've got count in this game.
Yeah, the Sven Leshrac is easily their best strat that I've seen at this tournament. They're very
The smoke breaks mid one up the hill and away. That double damage Sven is scary, but the DD is wearing off. Interesting to see where Zai's moving. They're not even sticking around to battle around the tier 2 towers. They just want to pressure the top, continue the farm up, and get more money into Nisha. They really want his BKB before the next fight, and it will now come unless they just want to TP back to base.
Yeah, I don't think that item's enough. You still have major damage issues, plus you have no real method of dealing with the Sven BKB. Whereas EG, if you get that Grimstroke ult, Doom, even just Doom the gyro, that's enough. It'll cleanse the flak.
They're going up. EG don't want to wait. They don't care about pressure onto a tier 2 town, not when they can take a tier 3. Io's beginning his relocate back. Gyro's here as well. BKB, the courier, still needs to make this last bit of a trek.
They're going to TP RTZ.
And then the BKB's here.
Easy peasy. Really well done by EG. This is taking a page out of the Secret book.
Because RTZ shows top, you're seeing Team Secret instantly looking for a fight.
And they saw him use God Strength. So this is one of those timings where, you know, Secret, they're behind, but they recognize maybe we've got this window where EG won't be able or willing to take an engagement. If we find someone, we could pick them off. But EG wisely just camping this high ground. They've still got Doom active.
I think it was actually RTZ who drew 2 perfect parallel lines straight up the middle. This is their hunting zone. Where is our safe place? Up on that high ground. Yeah. Keep the Centaur there.
Oh, here they go.
Jump up. Slide a Series chains catching 2. The perfect wall up with the Soulbind combining Zai together. Maybe the follow-up damage. And no, it's just so much mid-1 and sub. They just could not handle it. Samel's already got a double kill with Nietzsche. BKB allows them to stand. Samel's already got a triple kill with Nietzsche. What else you got left? You don't have anything. You've got no team.
Beautiful from EG. Active Shrine, high ground, the 2 Guardians, the Centaur standing. Mid-1, he goes hard. It's Secret trying to make plays. They recognize, look, if we let EG get their cooldowns up, we're not able to fight them. We've got to take this opportunity where we know RTZ's damage output will be limited, but it's just not enough. EG are prepared. They recognize the game state. They're going to be able to collect all the bounty runes if they desire, but more likely, they're just going to go straight for this tier 3.
You have Edict. There is no fortification to slow it down. God Strength is coming off cooldown. So RTZ has this back. And you just push it. You take a mid-racks. The tier 2 towers are still up in the other lane, so they can't just easily push. And with Team Secret respawning, EG do the wise thing and just back up. Everyone's TPing away. In fact, they're TPing up north to potentially catch Puppey.
Octa read core.
Sure, 25 minutes, easy.
Great game thus far from EG. 1 rack. You gotta be careful. We saw Secret make a couple mistakes that allowed a game that looked over get very dicey. EG.
Mid-1, spring forward, gets his steering chains. He wants a little bit of help. Puppey's gonna be there, dropping down the tombstone. Crit's gonna silence him up pretty quickly, but the relocate from Nisha and Yap. Still looking for that big target. Crit's over on the side. S-Force thinking about helping out. RTZ protected by that BKB. Gonna walk into Zai's arena of blood. He'll get through it in time while Grimstroke has died. One really wants that kill on RTZ, but he won't get it now. S-Force finally gets a stun bomb. It's a secondary chain from Fly. They just keep that Ember permanently controlled on Nisha. The cooldown will buy some slow movement speed on EG to get them a little bit further back, and Yap's giving him the help, but now the Stormbolt. They really want to get this kill over on Io underneath the tier 1. A little bit more of a harder ask, but RTZ doesn't care. He continues to dive deeper while Yapsor can tether away the Shrine. They won't care about it. They just need to run right now, Team Secret.
Again, great from EG. They recognize just B5. Swarm, don't let Secret abuse their ability to flow faster around the map. Fight them. They're going to go straight into the pit. Wolf Creek picked up from Fly. Now's the time to start collecting those auras.
Why there's no Arena of Blood, this feels a lot more confident to do. No relocate. Tombstone on cooldown. EG have all the auras, all the damage to make it so. And Team Secret will not contest.
I just don't see where Secret reach an even footing with EG's damage output, and it comes down to the Sumail Lesh. I mean, obviously the Arteezy and a force to be reckoned with, but when we check out these post-game damage numbers, I'm fairly certain Sumail will be far in the lead.
All he's got to do is stand there and 19.2k, yeah, sure. Overall, easy enough.
And even, you know, Mid-1's got a Deso queued up, which conceptually real cool because you're going to apply that minus armor, then the flag will hit even harder. There's a ton of spread damage on Secret, but are they going to get to a point with this, the DPS team fights is equalized? Because right now, EG have that item advantage on effectively every core. They don't seem like they're looking to stop anytime soon. Age is active, BKB on the Doom, along with the plate mail. They're just going to go full divide here. You've got Octarine on Lesh, along with that Aegis. I don't see them stopping here.
No, they definitely want to come up high ground. Funny thing is, when Nisha needs to come back, the courier may not be able to get his Maelstrom to him in time, so it's just going on in the long place. And Arteezy goes in deep. Zai puts up the blood bolt. Zai's going to be caught inside this. He's already got the kill over on Dying. Instant follow-up into Mars. He'll have to buy back Zai to get back into this engagement. And Nisha, flat cannon, starts cleaning everything up, combining with the cooldown. Sumail going to let this Aegis Immortal potentially pop, but he dodged most of the cooldown damage. But here comes the rest of EG back in once more. S4 team, he's got stop available, but the Doom on the Emissary, he'll get back into relative safety as Zai looking to skewer back Sven. He's dropping low. Where's the extra life? Homing missile will also be able to get that stun out. So Arteezy is standing his ground, but EG stand together as one. They almost take the tier 3, and as one, they will retreat.
Yeah. Well done. That's the name of the game. Force the face. Don't overextend. They got the BKBs popped. Reinitiate. Sure, you lose the Aegis, but you're fine with that. You traded for a kill and a buyback. You get the Shrine as well. Continuing to add more of a buffer to that gold lead. Bot's now up on soon. Roach won't be an objective for some time. But look at the vision EG have. They don't need Aegis so long as they continue to play this tri-rush area with Chen, because you can just summon in your teammates. You've got creeps that Sumail can teleport to, and then you bring Arteezy to the fight. Both cores can continue to accelerate.
Seems all it's too easy as long as EG can continue not making mistakes and give Secret opportunities, because Secret will capitalize if there is even a small opening.
Yeah. Even though if this is any other team, any other series,
you say it's over.
Yeah, I'm prepping my eulogy, but this is Team Secret. And especially after I watched the chaos of first game, like this is, you never know.
You'd be there saying, you know, hey, Chris, it's great. We avoided a 3-0 grand final, because last time I think Team Secret were in the grand final, that was their result. They 3-0'd out Gambit. They'd love to try and repeat the same thing, but bottom lane, Leshrac waiting for that opportunity. Puppy's just waiting for the 30-minute bounty runes, but where's the extra support? So far, here comes your TP on Yapsor, gonna get stunned up. Has a tether opportunity a little bit further down, but the damage, he's got no opportunity. He's already dead. Puppy gets his TP out in time, all the way back to the tier 1 tower.
They've spiked now, Toby. AC just finished on Arteezy. He's got a fresh double damage as well. You can see Leshrac, one of the best heroes against the Wisp. That's why you apply so much damage output. You don't need anyone else. So long as there's some follow-up disable, he'll be able to solo Yapsor this entire game.
This one can't even fit with Desolator. He's been working as hard as he can towards it, but there's just not enough money on the map for him to grab.
Yep.
And with the end of the double damage of Arteezy, yeah, they need to slow him up. Searing Chains, Nisha, homing missile as well. They've got to stop Arteezy from hacking, they'll let it go, but they kill the missile in time. They also run with the Soulbind, mid one, and Nisha, both of the cores getting caught. Allowed to go and lead the flag cannon down.